Hello everyone, this is Janice with cricketology.blogspot.com, and today I have another layout. I'm just kind of planning out my layout, and I wanted to show you how I use those page dividers that I said I got at the Dollar Tree. A long time ago I got these, and I cut this one to fit a 5x7 photo, and I have a 5x7 photo, so that's going to go there. And then I have 3 other photos that I'm going to cut down to fit on 4x4 mats. Actually, I'm not going to do the 4x4 mats, but they're going to go right here, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut a 12x4 piece of paper, and that's going to go there, and then the photos will go on top. So I've already cut 2 of those, and here's my 5x7, and these will all be matted. I think right now I'm going with green because I want to bring out that pretty green in his shirt. And I'm going to show you how I decide. It's a really great way to see where exactly you want to cut your photographs. So let's go ahead and zoom in here. So this actual piece is 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. So I've decided that I want it centered right there. Okay. So I'm just going to cut right there. Get rid of that. And then I'm just going to line it up now on the 3 3/4 line. There's the 3 3/4 line, and then I'm going to cut that. Then I'm going to cut off the bottom because I don't need all that sand there. Okay. And so there I have, I guess you could call it kind of like a page map. Okay, so here's what I have so far. I double matted this photo because it is my focal point. And so I put a little tan mat between the photo and the green mat. And I cut the photo at 6 3/4 by, 6 3/4 by 4 3/4, and then I cut the mat just 1/8 of an inch bigger because I just wanted a very slight little border. And then the green paper, I cut it, I want to say, let's see, oh, it's 5 1/4 by 7 1/4. Okay, so just 1/4 inch bigger than a 5x7 photo. All right, and then there's what I did. Now, I cut this one by accident, 3 1/2 by 4 3/4, where I was supposed to cut them at 4 3/4 by 4 3/4. So I decided to just go with it. That's my theme lately, because I really can't be being too picky because I have to really move on. I really want to do Christmas, but I want to get these done. They're so cute. So I matted it to be the same size, and just it's kind of like a secondary focal point. And this green paper is 4 by 12 inches, and it's just a piece of cardstock. I think it was from Joann's. I really like the Recollections paper better, the 8 1/2 by 11. So okay, so that's what I have so far. Let's see what I cut out a part of a top note from Gypsy Wanderings to fit the piece of paper that I had on the side. It's like this. I'll show you in a minute. So what I did was I positioned, it was a 8 1/2 by 5 1/2 piece of paper. So I positioned the top note there to be able to cut out just the right size of piece of paper that I wanted. And then what I did was I moved it close to the edge. I'm looking for my stylus. Here it is. I moved it close to the, I moved it off the mat. See that? Okay, I didn't want that whole thing. I just wanted part of it. So I moved it off. So what happens when you do that, if you've never done that before, I'll show you what happens, okay? This is what happens. You end up with this, okay? It doesn't cut all the way off. So you just take your scissors and you just trim it off and you're good to go. I did the actual faux stitching with these glaze markers. I got those at Joann's. I think I'm going to be using those a lot more. I haven't been using them just because I wasn't sure about them. But I like that they have a little shine to them, and I'm not sure if you can see it, but it does. Oh, I don't want to put this one down yet. Let's see. This needs to be here, so okay. This one's going to be out here more. Uh-oh, I ran out of tape. Of course. Let's get some back up. I've got back up, baby. Good old AdTech. This is the kind that Walmart used to sell, and now they sell something by Elmer's, but you can still find these at Hobby Lobby. So I just keep it as backup because I love my ETG, and I'm so glad that I have it. I don't think I'll ever go back to not using it. I love it. Okay. And then my title, How the West Was Fun. And no, I did not come up with that myself. I'm not going to take credit because I found it in a book. I have a book that has quotes and titles and poems and things like that for all different occasions. I'll show you what it looks like. And I'm pretty sure you can find it at Michael's or Joann's or online. It's called The Ultimate Guide to the Perfect Word. And so they had a Western section, and I looked there, and I found that quote, or that title. Right there. And then here's my horses that I got from Old West. And I did the hooves with those glaze markers, and you see they have a little shine to them. And then I took some Distress ink and went around the edges. I'm just going to put him over there. You can see that. Kind of hard to see, I know. It's a double page spread, so it's a little difficult. And this guy's going to go right up here. And then I have a journaling spot that I think I'm going to put right there. And this cut is also from Old West. And that's it. I'm just going to keep it simple. And hope you enjoyed watching that. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.